Hi everyone, it's Lisa again with a week ahead reading, this time for our beautiful Cancers. Hey Cancer, I hope you're having a great day so far. Let's jump into it and see what Spirit wants to tell you for the next week. What's coming up for Cancer for the next week, please, Spirit? Jumping right in, we've got the Eight of Cups. Also, guys, if you do appreciate my content, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I'm really trying to grow the channel and it really helps me if you could. Thanks, guys. So we've got the Knight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the World, Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Okay, so this week I really feel like it's one of those weeks, you guys, where there is some sort of something that you're not willing to see. You've been going through a bit of a world review, and I think that in that world review, you've called into question a lot of the things that you have been creating in your life that may actually feel a little bit stuck. I want to say stuck. So I feel like there is some things that you are walking away from this week because you are going through the life review energy of the Seven of Swords, which is thinking about walking away from something and then finally walking away with it with the Eight of Cups here. And it is an ending, but it does lead to a new emotional beginning and an emotional progression. So I would say you're balancing a decision as to, like, you're juggling up, do I walk away from this or not? Am I happy with this or not? And I think the answer to that is walk away. You already know on some deep level that whatever it is that you're tossing up about, there is a need for you to walk away, because I do feel like there is a new beginning trying to come into your world with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone coming in and emotionally offering you something. So if you are looking for a relationship this week and you're already in a relationship, I would say to you, it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from the person that you're already with and open up to receiving new love. I know that's easier said than done, but especially when we've got entanglements of like kids and households and all that stuff. But what I'm saying to you is that there is an opportunity for someone really great to come into your life after you go through this ending. So I'm encouraging you that if you are thinking about, following through and walking away from whatever relationship you're already in, I would say this is the message from Spirit that you need to do that so a new beginning can come in for you. I also feel like at work this week, there could be some sort of victory happening at work where someone else's deception is coming to light, someone else who has tried to lead you astray or tried to manipulate the situation in some way, because there is this working with other people and the Seven of Swords. This could be someone else's deception at the workplace brings about an ending, which is a really great new beginning for you, and it makes you feel emotionally secure at work, and it gives you the recognition of other people in your workspace that are saying to you, well done, you handled that really well. So that there's really positive work energy here this week, you guys. I also feel like there is a growth in your finances this week because you do have the Two of Swords here. It's like remaining calm and protecting your emotions as your pentacles go through the evolution of juggling to stability. And I think with the Three of Pentacles here, it is also a reminder to work with other people this week. It's all about the co-collaboration. And I feel like integrating with other is the lesson this week. And I think you're going to do really well at it because there's a true and loyal friend also in your environment at the moment that I feel like is trying to come in and help you in some context. So if a true and loyal friend does offer you some advice this week, I would say it is grounded and solid advice and you should probably listen to it. I also feel like this week, there is a new emotional beginning with the Knight of Cups coming in. And I think that this could be a love offer for those of you who are single and ready to mingle. I do think that there is positive energy in your environment for that this week. If I had to pick a theme for your week, I would say endings and new beginnings, because you do have the World and the Eight of Cups here. I would say you're walking away from a situation that wasn't bringing you fulfillment, that wasn't really feeling good for you. And as a result of that, you're starting to get a hold of your emotions and feeling like you're victorious in that. And other people are recognizing what you're doing here. I don't think that you're not, like, I think you could be the center of attention this week. So not in the same way as the star, but more towards like other people just subtly watching and recognizing what it is that you're doing with your life and emulating that in some way. What else, please, Spirit? Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So I think that this is just a reminder to make sure that if you are going through such big endings and new beginnings and you are walking away from old things and stepping into newness and tossing up decisions, it takes a lot of energy to do that. And if you don't take the time to nourish yourself properly, sleep properly, eat properly, make yourself move, do whatever it is that helps you to align with the highest vibrational frequency of yourself, because you need your cup refilled this week. And that's why I think that the universe is bringing in this emotional offer that's going to help you to feel that emotional fulfillment this week as you go through these endings and new beginnings. You've got the love, boundaries, codependency, Hadarian energy. I would say to you that the Hadarians are a collective of beings who are seventh dimensional consciousness, and they are coming in to tell you this week that you are growing. You no longer need to be in a codependent relationship with anyone or anything. You are finding your power this week. You are being encouraged and enlightened to recognize where people are crossing your boundaries and how can you make sure that you're drawing those boundaries with assertiveness, not aggressiveness. And I think that ultimately you're good at that. And that's why you're coming through this ending, because you finally learned how not to be codependent in things. And that's not to say that codependency has to be a major theme in your life. We're all codependent on something somewhere. And I think that this is just an indication that you've actually broken through one of those cycles and you're starting out fresh and optimistically, particularly in love relationships. If you are going through a breakup, I think it is because there is a codependency tendency in the relationship in the first place. Gareth, longing for homes, homesick for the stars. So, for those of you who are spiritual this week, I would say that there could be a longing for source this week. But I really want to encourage you to dive into that, because we're here now and source is here now. Source is omnipresent. The longing that you have inside of you is a longing for your own self, a longing for safety and security. And that can only happen inside of you. It's not an external experience, it's an internal experience. And the way that we get there is by remembering that home is within us. Home has always been within us, because we are home. We are energy. We are love. We are God. We are everything. And that while we're in our separated states, sometimes it's hard to remember that connection to everything and everyone else. So it's a message this week of filling up your cup, reminding yourself of your connection to other people, reminding you that other people do love you and they do care about you. And they are trying to remind you that you're not alone in this. We're all here together. We're all brothers and sisters in love. And I think it's a really great reminder for anyone who is feeling a little bit lonely this week or homesick for the stars. You're not alone, hun. I'm here with you. What else this week, please, Spirit? What else this week, Spirit? Last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. I think this is just that recognition of how far you've come and how much you've grown, and breaking these codependency cycles is really hard. It takes a lot of energy. So the universe is saying to you, be proud of yourself. You've done it. You've made a breakthrough. That's why you've got this ending and a new beginning coming through. You've finally completed a major cycle in your life, and you should be so proud of yourself in the way that you've integrated and handled yourself with grace and love. So well done for that. Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Again, I think this is referring to what I was talking about before, that thing that you're walking away from, the completion that's happening in your life. And I feel like the universe is just saying to you, just stop and breathe for 5 minutes this week. You need to fill up your cup. You need to water your garden. You need to remember that you're longing for home, and the feeling of codependency and boundaries and breaking through those cycles. It's all about refilling your connection to source. So breathe. The breath is the connection point. Breathe. And finally, last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. This is, you can't make this up, guys. So it's basically saying to you, take a rest this week. Give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. Be really positive in your energy this week, because you're really doing well. You wouldn't have gotten to this completion unless you'd put in the work to get there. And I think it's just an encouragement that although this week can feel a little bit up and down in the energy, you're going to be really happy with where it ends up, because it is leading to a bigger, stable, more emotionally fulfilling, more recognized space. So I hope that helps, guys. Please let me know if you enjoyed the video, if it resonated for you in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.